and welcome back to my channel. My name is Laura Daniela, and if you are new, please make sure you subscribe to my channel and give this video a big thumbs up for me. And today, as you guys can see, I did a very glam makeup look. It's a half cut crease, and I just totally love how this looks. It was super easy to complete, and I honestly really liked how it came out. I've always wanted to do a look like this, but today was a daring day. So if you guys want to see how I create this look right here, then please just keep on watching. Get into this tutorial. It's gonna be fairly long because we got a lot going on. For today, I will be using this palette right here. This is the brand Glamour, I believe. I got this on Facebook, like those apps that they sell. It's more of a dupe for the Morphe one. This is the 350. So it looks like this, as you guys can see. This is one of my first palettes that I started working with, and I still have it to this day. I just don't remember what shade was here. But let's go ahead and get into this. For my transition shade, I will be taking this brown right here. They don't have names, so I'm just going to be kind of pointing at them. This is like a mauvey brown, but very, very pretty. I think my only thing with this palette is that I wish it had a mirror, you know, so that way it would be perfect for traveling, because I think it's an eyeshadow and plus a highlight. Some of the shimmers you can use as highlighters. You see how pigment that is? And I think this was about $25 if I'm correct. Very, very pigment, easy to blend. I'll be taking the brown that's right under it. This is more of a chocolate brown. And we're gonna start putting this into our crease. And just blend everything in together. And I like to take a clean brush and I just kind of like swipe through everything, make sure that everything's blended out, no harsh lines. Because this is a fairly dramatic eyeshadow look, we want it to look seamless, even though we got a lot going on our eyelid. There we go, so pretty. This blends out so easy. It makes doing my makeup so much faster. Brush, we're gonna go ahead and start taking a darker shade. I'll be taking this one right here. And I'm gonna be putting this on my outer corner first. We try to pack that on first. You guys know I like to pat first, and then I like to blend out. And I don't want to take it up too much either. Just like that, so we pack it on first. We get a good sense of where we want to be placing it. And once we're familiar with where, then we would take another brush and we can slowly blend it out. A smaller brush, I'm just gonna kind of like pat it over as well, and kind of in small circular motions go around the edges, trying not to move it around too much, just kind of blending this color into the other one, but I don't want to bring it up any higher. I still want that brown to show. But you see how we have like this little patch right here? I first just kind of tap it and then circular little motions to make sure it blends out. But now we're going to go ahead and cut the crease using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I like to take some of that on the back of my hand, just like this. Taking my very defined small brush like this, I'm going to go ahead and take some first. It's not going to be a full cut crease, it's just going to be a half cut crease. So, again, this is going to, I like to start on the bottom first. Make my guideline to how long I want it to be. Slowly, you start to cut this crease. of go as far as that, as you can see. And then again with that shade, the dark one, I'm gonna go ahead and diffuse this harsh line right here. We're just gonna slowly tap. Take a really light hand. Just so it blends in. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the other eyelid. Once it's like this, I'm gonna go ahead and take my NYX glitter glue like this. Again, taking just some on the back of my hand, like so. And then with that same brush, since I will be adding some glue, some silver glue, I want it to be nice and fuerte. So if you've used this NYX glitter glue, it is very, very good. It holds all the glitter really well. But my only thing is that it dries up super fast. So it's not like you can set it or place it down and then try to go do the other eye. Like, you literally have to place the glitter once you put it down. And take my pressing glitters. I'm going to be taking this silver right here and let the magic begin. Oh, that is so pretty. Go ahead and go into my Wet n Wild palette, and I will be taking some of this black right here just to kind of deepen it up just a smudge, just very, very little, just on this outer corner right here. Just like that, just to give you a pinch of dimension. And we blend this edge out as well. Like that. So I'm going to be doing this eye and I will be right back. Okay, so we are back. I did a little small wing eyeliner and I added my falsies as well. So let's go ahead and move on to complexion. Today I will be using two of my favorite drugstore primer. These are both Maybelline. This is the Blur and Illuminate, and this is the Hydrate and Smooth. My skin has been very dry lately, so I want to hydrate it, but I still want to be glowy. So that's what we're going to do. I'll be taking some of this, and I'll put this more on like my cheeks, my chin, where I get very, very dry, and of course my forehead. My forehead's like the most dry area. Primer. This I'm going to put a little closer on the high points of my face, and also since it's kind of like a blurring, I'm going to put some on my nose and kind of like where I would usually want the highlighter to kind of go, so like on my cheekbones, and a little in the center of my forehead. For foundation, I will be going into one of my OG favorite foundation. This is the Maybelline 24-Hour Foundation in the shade 310, which is Sun Beige. And I'm going to take that on the back of my hand. And with the sponge, I'm just going to go, move my hair back. We're just going to go directly in. This is a very full coverage foundation and it lasts all day. One thing is that it is matte, so that's why I did put a lot of hydrating products, so that way when it does dry matte, it will still give me that glowy look. And always be careful like on your wing and things like that, or even your brows with your foundation. If you do it like me, you do your brows and eyes first and then your foundation. Just being gentle. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be adding some of the L'Oreal True Matte Lumi. This is a cream highlighter. It's in like, this is the shade Rose, I'm going to take that on 2 of my fingers and I'm going to set it down so our highlighter can pop. This is a very pretty, like, natural highlighter, as you can see. And you should do this before you set your face, because with the powder it might break it up. It might look weird, like patchy. And highlight or conceal, this is the Maybelline Fit Me, where is it? This is the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade 20 Sand Beige. And like I said, I've had really bad under eyes, so we're going to take this down a little. I did like a very dramatic eyes. I want the face to be looking flawless. So that is why I'm using a lot of cream products, because that usually gives you more of like the porcelain little like baby doll face where it just looks like super clear. So for contour, I'll be using the Wet n Wild contour stick in the shade Maple, and just a little, just like that, a little under my lips and a little on my forehead. With my sponge, I'm using sponge. I usually use some brushes, but since my skin has been so dry, I don't want to pick up any like dry patches or flakes, so that is why I'm using my sponge for everything instead of usually using my brushes like I usually do. And it just gives you more of a natural look as well, even though this is a very full glam look. Now we can go ahead and set the face. For my under eyes, I'll be using my NYX Banana shade again. And again with my sponge, just setting my under eyes. I'm going to take it down a little. And on my chin. So just everything looks kind of highlighted. And a little on my forehead as well, since we didn't put any concealer up there. I still want it to kind of brighten up since we contoured just a tad bit. The rest of my face, I'll be using the Revlon Press-In Powder in the shade Transparent. And again with this, I'll be taking my sponge and just setting my face. And to bronze up my face, I'll be taking the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the shade Bronze. For this, I will be using a brush since my face is already set with the powder. Hopefully it doesn't pick up any dry patches. Blush, it's totally broken, so I won't open it in front of you guys, but this is the Milani Blossom Rose. This is like a pale kind of pink, but it has a little bit of like a pink undertone, or like, you know, highlighting. So I'm going to use that as a blush. Too pink, since our eyes are silver, we don't want the look to crash. Like a pale pink, very very pretty, and it broke and I need to fix it, but I haven't had time. The Make It Last from Milani as well. I'm taking the Sayati London Glow 2 highlighter. This is the one I got in my Ipsy bag. I totally fell in love with it. So blinding. Oh, look how pretty that is. So pigment. It's incredible. Very glowy everywhere. And now we're going to move on to the lips. For the lips, I was debating what kind of lip color I wanted to do, since the eyes are like bam, but I'm gonna go ahead and do, this is the Bite lipstick in the shade Glaze, and then I'll top it off with my MAC lipstick. Lip gloss in the shade See Through. Looks like this. Alright everyone, so this is my finished look. This is our finished look. I hope you guys liked it. I had so much fun filming this. It was incredible and I totally fell in love with our finished look. So thank you everybody for watching. Make sure you subscribe, give this video a big thumbs up for me, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!